Hello, everyone. Today we'll be reading Duck on a Bike by David Shannon, and I am Mr. Floria. And you all be performing some activities as we read along with the book. So let's get started on today's activity. What we'll be doing, we will be making sure for our safety that we'll stay in our self space, know our surroundings, and the big thing here is head up, eyes up, be alert and aware. So you're definitely going to want to know who's around you and make sure not to run into anybody. So let's get reading. So, Duck on a Bike by David Shannon. One day down on the farm, Duck got a wild idea. I bet I could ride a bike, he thought. He waddled over to where the boy parked his bike, climbed on, and began to ride. At first, he rode very slowly, and he wobbled a lot, but it was fun. So that is our duck on the bike. And let's see what activity we'll be doing. So now everyone will be waddling like a duck for 20 seconds using our cues. We're going to squat down, sway back and forth, and have short steps forward, just like the person down here in our GIF at the bottom right. So you have 20 seconds to do so. Ready and go. Waddling. All right, good job, everyone. Now let's get into the next part of our reading. The duck rode past the cow and waved to her. Hello, cow, said the duck. Moo, said the cow. But what she thought was, a duck on a bike? That's the silliest thing I've ever seen. And here we have our duck and our cow. And let's see what activity we'll be doing. So now everyone's going to act like the cow. We're going to get on all fours, and we're going to be using our cues by getting on all fours, crawling around, and staying in self space. All right, here we go for 20 seconds. Ready and go. All right, 8 seconds. Keep going. All right, time's up. Good job. Now, let's get to our next page. Then the duck rode past the sheep, said, hello, sheep, said the duck. Bah, said the sheep. But what she thought was, he's going to hurt himself if he's not careful. Here's our sheep and our duck on the bike still. And let's see what activity we'll be doing. Now, everyone, I want you all to lay down on your backs and perform a bicycle movement, like the lady here in the bottom right corner is. And if you would like, you may include what the sheep says. And the sheep says bah. All right, for 20 seconds, here we go. Make sure you follow the cues of laying down on your back, knees down, or knees bent, and bicycle movement with your legs. If you need to refer to the GIF here, you may as well. Here we go, 20 seconds. Ready and go. Fantastic job, everyone. We're going to listen to the next part of the reading here. The duck was riding better now, and he rode past the dog. Hello, dog, said the duck. Woof, said the dog. But what he thought was, that's a mighty neat trick. Well, here we go. Neat trick, duck on a bike with the dog. Let's see what activity we'll be doing to follow along. Oh, students, now I want everyone to perform a neat trick by reaching high to the sky, reaching all the way high. And then I want you all to go back down on the floor. And you all will be repeating this for 20 seconds using the keys by standing up straight, arms up high, reaching for the sky, and going back down to touch the floor. Make sure you also keep your legs straight. And if you need, you may look at the lady here at the bottom right corner. And if you need a laugh, you can look at the dog in the bottom left corner. All right, here we go for 20 seconds. Fantastic job. We're going to listen to the next part. Let's see what animal we go past this time. The duck pedaled a little faster as he rode past the horse. "Hello, horse," said the duck. "Nay," said the horse, "but what he thought was, you're still not as fast as me, duck." There we go with the horse in the barn. And we will see what activity we'll be doing. So because we're duck rode past the horse, we're going to be performing some galloping movements. So we want to do this for 20 seconds by being light on our feet. And we're going to step with one foot while our back leg follows our front leg. And we got to be sure not to go ahead of our front leg as the back leg. And if you need, you can look at our GIF down here in the bottom right, and also the horse in the bottom left. He may help you as well. So for 20 seconds, here we go. Ready and go. All right, great job, everyone. Let's see what our next animal is. The duck rang his bell on his bike as he rode towards the chicken. "Hello, chicken," said the duck. "Cluck, cluck," said the chicken. But what she thought was, "Watch where you're going, duck." Well, there's the chicken. Duck almost ran him over, but we know he didn't. So let's see what movement we will be doing now. So as the duck rode past the chicken, we will be now mimicking our chicken movement. So we're going to want to keep our hands tucked in underneath our arms, and we're going to be flapping our wings while walking around for 20 seconds. All right, here we go. Ready and go. 20 seconds to mimic our chicken. All right, fantastic job, everyone. For our next animal, I enjoy this animal. Then the duck rode past the goat. "Hello, goat," said the duck. "Ma," said the goat. But what he thought was, "I'd like to eat that bite," because we know that goats eat just about everything. You can see the goat eating some trash and wanting to eat the bike there. And for our activity, we're going to skip like the goat around the gymnasium for 20 seconds. Using our cues, we're going to step hop by switching feet each time. Our lady down here in the bottom right is performing our activity, so if you need to reference it, you may. And also we have a funny little GIF down here in the bottom left to get a little laugh at of our goat sliding on ice. All right, ready and begin hopping. 20 seconds. Eight more seconds. Make sure you're staying in your soft space. Great job, everyone. I know we have a few more animals left in our book that are on the farm. And the duck stood on the seat and rode past Pig and Pig. "Hello, Pig," said the duck. "Oink, oink," said the pig and the pig. But what they thought was, duck is such a show-off. Because the pigs, they're not sure if they can ride the bike. But there they are, rolling in their mud. Rolling in the mud. I wonder what we could do for our activity. Oh, we're going to be sideways rolling around. So as the GIF pictured in here down on the bottom right, we're tucked in our little ball, except instead of rolling forward and backwards, we're going to be wanting to roll sideways, kind of like our pig is in the bottom left. So lay down, curl into a ball, and roll sideways. But make sure you're staying in your soft space and being alert and aware of your peers around you. Well, here we go. 20 seconds. Ready and begin. Three, two, and one. Great job rolling. And it is reading time again. So then the duck rode past the mouse with no hands. Oh my gosh, no hands on his bike. "Hello, mouse," said the duck. "Squeak," said the mouse. But what he thought was, "I wish I could ride a bike just like the duck." And here we go, the duck riding past the little mouse. The little mouse is down here, and the duck is over there with no hands. And for our activity, we're going to tiptoe around like the mouse would. Because as you know, mice are very quiet when they're walking around. So we're going to tiptoe around and be sneaky like the mouse for 20 seconds, making sure that we are standing up straight, lifting up our heels, and tiptoeing around the room quietly. Don't want anyone to hear you. So for 20 seconds, here we go. Be as quiet as you can. Oh, went away. There we go, 20 seconds. Keep being quiet. Make sure nobody can hear you. All right, now you can be unquiet here. We're going to listen to our reading. So we've gone through all of our animals so far, and now suddenly a whole bunch of kids came down on the road on bikes, and they were in such a hurry that they didn't see the duck. They parked their bikes by the house, and then they went inside. There's all the kids. They're riding their bikes down the little road. And now it's activity time. Now the students will jog in place fast like the kids in the book were moving. And we're going to be making sure that we have our feet under our body. We're going to be pumping our arms, and we're going to be moving our feet up and down in our safe and self space. Ready? And you may begin. 20 seconds. Great job, everyone. Now we're going to get into our next part of our reading. We have a page in between here of some pictures of just all the animals looking at the bikes, because as we know, the kids, they park their bikes right outside the house. So we're going to see what kind of things the animals do with that. So, I gotta keep reading. Next page. Now, all the animals had bikes. Oh my gosh, this is the best part. All the animals had bikes as they rode around and around the barnyard. "This is fun," they all said. "Good idea, Duck." So now, as they all have that, I'm gonna pull up some music, because our next part, we will be dancing, or we will be riding around on scooters for a minute. So here is our song. So my 20 seconds is not valid here, but I'm going to play some music for everyone, and you may begin for a minute. Make sure that everyone gets their scooters, because we all have scooters. Make sure everyone gets their little rolling scooters and rides around on them for a minute, but you want to make sure that you sit on them. Have your arms tucked inside like the little boy is, and also kick and roll around the gymnasium with your scooter. So for 1 minute, I'll be playing some music. Everyone should have their scooters by now. And here we go. Ready and begin. I hopped off the plane at LAX with a dream in my cardigan. Remember, we're acting like our animals by rolling around, because everyone had a bike then. All right, everyone, you have 30 more seconds to go. Make sure you're not running into anybody. Please stay in your self space. All right, everyone, 10 more seconds to roll around like your animals, and then we will stop. All right, everyone, finish up your rolling around, and we will get into our last part of the reading before we get to say the end, sadly. So you still should be sitting on your scooters. Then they put the bikes back by the house, and no one knew that afternoon. There had been a cow, a sheep, a dog, a cat, a horse, a chicken, a goat, 2 pigs, a mouse, and a duck on a bike. As you can see here, all the ducks are put away. So what do you think we will be doing now? Since you're all still sitting on your scooters, taking your breather while I'm reading, you all will now be putting the scooters away. So, last but not least, everyone, please get off your scooters. And I want to make sure that nobody can hear or see you like the mouse, like Mickey Mouse down at the bottom, but we want to be quick with it. So put our scooters back where you got them from. And I want everyone to make sure they safely get off the scooter and place them back where you received them. So here we go. You have about 10 seconds to do so. Ready, go. All right, everyone. So as a closer, we have a couple closure questions for everyone. I want everyone to think about these because we went over everything here in class except for our question number 3. So what is one way to be alert during class to ensure that we're all being safe? I have a few ideas because I know we did these in the beginning of our class with our safety, and I've also said it multiple times as we were learning and reading. Second question to think about is I want everyone to put your cues that I have listed here for sideways rolling in order because we did sideways rolling today, and this is an important aspect. So out of the 3, curl into a ball, roll sideways, and lay down, how would you put those in order? And question number 3, this is a fun question. I want everyone to think about what their favorite exercise was that we completed today while mimicking our animals, and what was the easiest and the most difficult. So these are some questions to think about, and here's my book citation. I want everybody to have a safe and happy rest of their day. Thank you so much, and bye-bye.